Just recently, someone asked me, "How are you doing, Father David?" And I decided I didn't want to give them just a really quick little answer. I wanted to give them a thought-filled answer. So I thought about it for a while. And I looked at him and I said, well, let me see. God, who is love, loved me into existence. God created me in his own image and likeness, and that I can know and that I can love. I have an immortal soul that will never, ever die. And not only that, this soul is filled with the very life of the Holy Spirit. I'm forgiven of my sins. The Holy Spirit dwells within me. And after this short life, when my body dies and I go to meet the Lord, by his grace and mercy, I will be with him for all of eternity in pure light, glory, bliss, and goodness. Let me think. How am I? Great. And that should be the answer that we all give. We who have been loved into existence and forgiven and filled with the Holy Spirit, we who are on our way to heaven, you who are watching this right now. I don't know what your situation is, but the bottom line is you're doing just great. Many times I'll walk into a hospital room with someone who is dying. I will hear that person's confession. I will anoint them. And I will very confidently tell the people gathered around the deathbed, your Father is doing just great because all is well with God. The reality is, though, as wonderful as that is, we still experience tragedy. We still experience difficulty and pain in our life. You who are watching, think about the pains of your life. It's difficult. Not too long ago, a parishioner of mine lost her very beloved husband, a great man in our community. He just dropped dead at the age of 53. I was given her counsel on the situation. And I was praying with her, and as I was praying with her, a beautiful word from the Lord came to me. I just said, I think the Lord is saying this to you. And the Lord said, my daughter, you have walked on water because you have kept your eyes on me. And you will continue to walk on water as you continue to keep your eyes on me. With that, she looked at me with a wonderful smile and joy on her face and wonderment, and she said, Father, you cannot believe this, but just yesterday at Mass, after communion, I was praying to the Lord, and I said, Lord, I know that if I keep my eyes on you, I will be able to walk on water. Surely that was a word from the Lord, and that's the inspiration of this next song.
With faith and with love, we will walk on water, conquering the power of sin and death. With faith and with love, we will walk on water, with Jesus ever before our eyes. The snares of death surrounded me with the anguish of the tomb. I called on the Lord's own name. I was helpless, so he saved me. Oh Lord, my God, deliver me. Oh Lord, my God, set me free. With faith and with love, we will walk on water,
When Peter kept his eyes on Jesus, he walked on water as well. Jesus told him to boldly jump out of the boat and get on the water, and he did. And as he was walking, though, he became aware of the wind and the depth of the Sea of Galilee, and he began to become frightened. He took his eyes off Jesus, and in doing that, guess what happened? He sank. But even in the midst of the sinking, he cried out to the Lord, and Jesus didn't say, well, too bad. You're fearful, you lost faith. No, Jesus, even in the midst of his fear and lack of faith, reached down and picked him up and brought him out of the depths of the water and saved him. But then he did say to Peter, Peter, why did you doubt? Why do you have such little faith? We are a lot like St. Peter. Many times we keep our eyes on the Lord and we love him and we walk on water. We walk through many difficult situations. But it's very easy and very normal for us to take our eyes off of Jesus and to become more aware of the difficulties of our life. And we place our eyes and attention more on the wind and the depth of the sea, and then we sink. But then we call out to the Lord again, and once again he saves us.